Two balls and a strike to count on Taylor. Reyes fires, swinging a drive, deep left field. This is way back. Walk the ball. Chris Taylor.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into DodgerHeads, presented by DodgerBlue.com. My name is Jeff Spiegel, and it's just me today, but I will say this. It's optimistic me today because while we've got a lockout update for you, as the guy who has long been on the corner of I don't think opening day is going to happen on time, I'll admit that for the first time at the end of last week, I began to be a little bit more optimistic. Here's what happened. MLB and the Players Association were scheduled to meet on Thursday. They did meet. That meeting lasted just 15 minutes, which left most people discouraged, although there was a note that the two sort of lead negotiators for each group had a sidebar meeting that lasted another 20 to 30 minutes. But here is the optimistic part. A number of people, Jeff Passan of ESPN among them, reporting that next week, the Players Association and Major League Baseball intend to hold multiple bargaining sessions, meaning next week, meaning starting today on Monday, perhaps every day as early as Monday. Sources told ESPN multiple owners and players expect to fly in for sessions leading up to MLB's stated February 28th deadline. Again, that deadline was MLB's like, hey, if we want to play games on time, we've got to have things dialed in and agreement reached before February 28th. So that was the first thing. Now, this is the second thing Passan said, which I think was the most interesting to me. He said, for everybody who's saying, why not sooner? One of the things that struck me for months now is a majority of industry people believe a deal could come together very quickly and that things will accelerate at the end of February. Monday may not be ideal, but offers plenty of time. Here's what he's saying. There are people in baseball, whether that's on one side or the other, who actually believe that maybe these two sides aren't as far apart as originally believed, and that all that was really necessary was some urgency. Well, we have the urgency now, so we're about to find out whether or not those people are right. If you look at the numbers that have been proposed, they don't seem to be getting any closer. MLB's, the Players Association's proposal on Thursday was not one that was well received by MLB by all accounts. They didn't really change their numbers. They said, okay, if you want more people in this pool, then we want more money in that pool type of thing. And so I'm not necessarily optimistic yet that opening day is going to happen on schedule, but the idea that the two sides are going to meet together starting today and potentially every day this week, the fact that there are players flying in, the fact that there are owners flying in, all of that has me optimistic that maybe for the first time in this entire lockout, the sense of urgency that has been required in this situation is actually being received, is actually being displayed by both sides of the situation. Now, obviously, I've put more blame on MLB. I think they are the ones that's going to need to compromise. You look at all the numbers. We've been over this. Revenue has gone up at a rate that spending has not even come close to. And so while players maybe are asking for dramatic changes in some scenarios, the reality is those are dramatic changes that would actually correct sort of some wrongs that have been done over the past decade. So again, the headline here, starting this week, there are going to be multiple bargaining sessions. Many people believe that today, Monday, might be the first of what could be 5, that February 28th deadline of opening day still taking place on time is still in range, still possibility. There are people that are optimistic that a deal could be worked out fairly quickly. I'm curious, are you sharing my optimism? Again, I'm not ready to say opening day is going to happen on time, but I'll admit that if I thought that was a 10% chance prior to last week, that number has gone up to maybe 25%. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Again, my name is Jeff Spiegel. This has been DodgerHeads presented by DodgerBlue.com. Check out DodgerBlue.com for all the latest. DodgerBlue 1958 on social media. And of course, right here, ring the notification bell. Click subscribe because as soon as this lockout ends, we're going to have that information for you and we'll get going with the 2022 season. We appreciate you watching as always. We'll see you next time.